So for those of you from the VODs, yeah, you saw what happened. You probably saw more than I saw, technically. What was that? We lost street power. We lost street power. As in the whole house went off. It's okay. Because at first I was thinking maybe it was the electrician. And in fact, as soon as I realized that, my first move was to see if anybody was outside. There was not.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
No, it was just the whole grid went out. Where are we at? Where are we at? Okay, so this is... here. Did I not... I might not have saved closer than this. Yeah, I might not have saved closer than that. I suppose that's egg on my face for not saving.
Report of hostiles by Group 4.
I'll try one more, and then I'm going to give up. Where's this? Oh, this is here. Okay. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, that's as close as we are. It's this one, I think it was. It's one of these two. Okay. Nope, nope. After this, it was oh. Yeah, here, this one. Oh, and speaking of, since I did happen to see it, thank you for the sub, Bragon. Yeah, I noticed I have a slightly different fleet composition here. I think I'm going to stick with it. I think I'm not going to make the dreadnoughts. I mean, not that the dreadnoughts were bad, but it felt like it was taking longer to push through things than when I had my mixed fleet. I mean, we might still lose the heavy cruisers. That's always a possibility. But, yeah.
Leave this to the pros.
Okay, so anyways... I gotta play the waiting game again. Yeah, it's funny, because it's so early in the morning, relatively speaking. Samta has a canonical color. Yeah, I forget what it is off the top of my head. I think it's whatever the default is. I like the red and gray. I know destroyers are 38, and dreadnoughts are 80. So, for all intents and purposes, 2 destroyers. A dreadnought is 2 destroyers. But I don't know if 2 destroyers has an equivalent output of a dreadnought. Like, they've also got the missiles, and they've got the ions, so maybe? I don't know. Like I said, a lot of people have debated ship composition and fleet composition in this game for years, because it also kind of varies on difficulty. On some of the difficulties, it's better to have captured units, because your ships are just so much worse. We could try the opposite. We could try to go full hog on destroyers instead of full hog on dreadnoughts, just for funsies. I think for the moment, I'm not going to mess with it. I think for right now, we're just going to have a mixed composition. Hello? Game? Game. I was in the middle of saying something. I can't even remember. Right, I was going to say thank you to Bregman. Right. Hang on, so I got Alt-Tab. Hope it doesn't break the game. And that was to... Let's see. Dairy Queen! Thank you very, very much for the Dairy Queen, Bregman. Always appreciate you. I will put that towards more Dairy Queen. I'm sorry you're so sore, Bregman. I would offer you a massage, but there's this problem of physicality, right? I can't reach you. My arms are not that long. Is this the right mission? This looks like the right mission. We're at the right spot. taking a minute. You know what? New plan. Everyone come back. There we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Picking up multiple hyperspace signatures. It's the Beast Mothership. Ready the siege cannon. Engage and destroy the Beast fleet. Do not let any escape to give a warning.
Since we can fire it early, we're going to just go and do an early shot. Hang on. That's going towards chance of Sinar, Mario and Luigi 1, and Kirby Block 2. Yeah, I was a little bit excited for a second there. I thought maybe the electrician had finally shown up. Ironically, Warp Core, the Beast does not have a planet. It lives in hyperspace, absent planets, so...
Shot away.
That is a good question, Bregman, and one not very well answered.
Under attack. Report of hostiles.
Oh, the Beast getting planet-side would be what we in the business referred to as bad. Forgive me for using the technical term.
Burn, you monstrosity. Burn.
You know, funnily enough, I just answered that question like an hour ago, Warpro. So now we're going to begin the slog. I really wish it told me how long the charge... Oh, there's the charge. It's the blue bar. I'm blue balls. No! Okay. Do I think the Beast is unintelligent enough to use AI? No, I really don't. Ignoring the fact that it would see no benefit in doing so, I don't think it would be dumb enough to be like, why would I use this? There's no benefit to that. Yeah, the Beast actually predates the Flood, as I am fond of pointing out. Just like the Zerg predate the Beast, and the Borg predate the Zerg, and the Tyranids predate everything, because the Tyranids are actually really old at this point.
Report
Yo,
of hostiles.
what is this? I can't eat this. Yeah, let's take care of the drone frigate. And let's take care of the other drone frigate. The Borg are actually one of the first of the assimilation entities in fiction. Yep, and the bugs predate the Nids. That's true. Although they have a few different variants, depending, but the book definitely predates them, and yeah. Okay, there's my worker fleet, finally.
Repairs underway.
I mean... Which bugs? From Starship Troopers, the book, again.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
See, yeah, the destroyers, going back to von Falkenstein's thing, the destroyers seem perfectly capable of dealing with all this stuff very quickly. It's okay, you just knocked out the power to my entire city grid, Spinobi. I shouldn't say city grid, that's inaccurate. Regional grid? I forget what the term is for it. It's the thing below city, because of how grids are lined up. I'd have to actually double-check that, Ross.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
But I'm pretty sure the Tyranids predate the Borg by a little bit. Because the Borg go back to Season 2 of TNG, which is pretty old. Come on. Come on. 89, there you go. Take it out, take it out, take it out, take it out. Okay, we're good. pushing. No, the Borg were never insect. Well, the Borg never got on screen in any format as insects. Let's put it that way. Better way to phrase that.
Hostiles by Group 2.
There you go. Tyranids are 87, Borg are 88. I was pretty sure it was just under the line, and I was right. See, I feel like our mixed composition is actually doing more damage. Now, here's a funny question. Did the Tyranids assimilate in their first excursion? Because the Borg didn't either, if you remember. Forgive me. The world does not want me to finish this game. That's what this is. So here's the interesting question, because the Borg didn't assimilate either in their first iteration. So when did Best of Both Worlds come out? We don't have to go to the year, we can go to the day. When did Best of Both Worlds come out?
Systems in the red.
Please get rid of these stupid things. Please? Hello? Ramming frigates are so irritating.
Assisting.
So, June of 1990.
Hostiles by Group 2.
And that's probably our first real assimilator in fiction. Now, I'm going to save. I was trying to save earlier, and then that didn't work out.
I need some repairs, Command. It's gotten the hull and...
Did I get in time? Nope. Damn. I couldn't scuttle. I actually couldn't scuttle.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
I was lied to. That sucks. I just lost my two... Okay, so... Well, let's do what we were saying. Let's build... destroyer? How can I only afford one new destroyer? Oh my god, they're building more than I could kill. I hate this. I don't have to imagine that, Lynyrith. I'm sure you don't either.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Leave this to the pros.
God, do assault cruisers take that little population? Ugh, kill all, please. Now that I have drastically less firepower.
Destroyer. Construction completed.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Yes, I would, Lenareth. It would be their choice, of course, but I would allow it. And there comes the next heavy cruiser. I'm not even done with the 2 heavy cruisers we're currently doing. They're spawning ships, and they are spawning. It is literally spawning. It's the same formations, and they're not making anything. They're just appearing over and over again. You know what? Hang on. Slightly new strategy. I've been trying to push up against the tide, but we're falling behind, for lack of a better way to put it. And it's getting irritating.
Fire in the hole!
I mean, that's not a surprise, Ross.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
You know what? Take out those cruisers. Let's see if this does anything. Because they've got the shield up. Well, it did knock out the shield. Okay, that's good, that's good. Yes, the Borg were actually originally created by Maurice Hurley. Now, does he get credit for them? I mean, does Gene Roddenberry get credit for Star Trek? And I'm not being facetious about the comparison. Because Maurice Hurley's original invention for the Borg was an insect race which was alien and it was basically not the Borg. It's the simplest way I could put that. Like, he did not conceive of the Borg in their modern format. He conceived of a bunch of bugs.
Is reporting damage.
So I'm not sure he gets as much credit as he would probably like there. Assuming he's still alive. I actually have no idea and kind of don't care. It's still barfing out ships. Just puking them on the battlefield. About halfway refilled in our cannon.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Oh, there you go. Maurice Hurley's dead. And nobody cared. It actually rebuilt its frickin' shield. That's kind of crazy. Let's see if I can do some damage here. Maurice Hurley was a typical corporate executive.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
I could stop there, Aerith. Okay, so I need 38. 44 minus 38 is 6. So I need to get down by 11, which means I need to lose 3 workers to make 1 more dude. I'm just going to do this the fast way, because it takes too long. So, oh god, they've been lost to the beast. Oh, they're all dead. It's shocking that happened. I don't know how that happened.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Yeah, Maurice Hurley was more of a misogynist and more of a sex pest. I don't have a simpler and easier way to say that than Berman was. That's the simplest way to explain that. Or to phrase that another way, for all the awful stuff Berman did, he never actually literally went around groping women. It is sad that I can say that Berman was merely a misogynist, but it's true.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
These freaking ramming frigates are so irritating.
Construction completed.
So I'm just pushing up against the tide here.
Command ship is under attack.
So now I've got ships up here, which means I shouldn't fire the cannon. It's almost ready. Is there such thing as good corporate executive? Not really. It's a gradient of bad.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
That's not me being like negative or whatever. That is just the truth. There is a gradient of bad. shot off here. And not hit our own ships, which is a very real danger, as a reminder. Yeah, Berman was a corporate, typically, a corrupt corporate executive, and probably the single, I'd say the second best thing to ever happen to Trek. Maybe third, I don't know. By the way, if you're wondering, the first best thing to happen to Trek is Gene Coon, and if you've never heard of that name, then that's sort of my point in many ways. Oh my God, they're still coming. They're still coming. There's just this endless wave of frustration. God damn it, Ross! No! No! Honestly, I'm just gonna ignore the multi-beams. They can't do much to me anyways. No! Did that do enough? Did that do anything?
Hostiles by Group 2.
See if we can take out these frigates, and if we can take out these frigates, we're gonna win. Gene Coon, for all intents and purposes, built Star Trek. If there's something you like about Star Trek, he is one of the 3 biggest contributors to it. He was the mainliner of TOS, put very simply. For the first season. And a portion of season 2. Lucille Ball is amazing, yes. I missed one ramming frigate, and it's just being a dick up here.
Report of hostiles by Group 6.
TOS did not have replicators, no. Yeah, DC Fontana is another big one.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
DC Fontana and Gene Coon are 2 of the biggest contributors to why Trek is Trek. The number 3 slot is trickier. Like I said, that's why Rick Berman might be in the running there. Might.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Not that Rick Berman contributed creatively, but he's the reason Star Trek got the shot in the arm it needed in order to exist for a long time. He's the reason we have TNG, DS9, Voyager, and Enterprise, as well as all of the DNG movies. Shatner is pretty important. I would actually say Nimoy was a little more important. Not that Shatner was unimportant, it's just Nimoy was very much... Oh God, they're just warping in so fast. Nimoy was a world builder, and he world built.
Carrier is reporting damage. Carrier damaged.
I know, thank you. Let's kill this stupid thing, shall we?
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
That is a true statement, Ross. I hear it repeated a lot, which always amuses me since people tend to repeat it to me. Yes, Nicholas Meyer also gets a fairly large amount of credit for both Star Trek 2 and Star Trek 6. Now, 2 is not the success story of Star Trek. That's actually 4.
Report of hostiles.
But 4 would not have existed if not for 2. Kind of depends on how far back you want to push the dominoes. Hey, Kennex Cow, welcome back. Power hasn't gone out again, so that's nice. Nimoy directed 4. 1 almost killed Trek in general. Remember, 1 predates TNG.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
So 1 almost killed Trek. A faction in TOS that could have handled the Borg. Honestly, no. Other than the various godlike aliens, which, I mean, they're godlike aliens. They don't count for anything. Yes, 4 is why we have TNG. 4 was the big success story, and 4 got the attention of the executives. 4 is what really pulled Berman in, too. This is not what I would consider 100% confirmed, but based on what I've learned, Berman looked at 4 and said, that's a meal ticket. And so he was all in on Trek from that point onwards. If that sounds offensive to you, I don't blame you, but it really needs to be mentioned that most executives are not that smart. Most executives see something and they just try to rip as much value out of it as they can,
We're ready to track
and kill it, and then move on to the next thing.
This beast once and for all. Coordinates for Republican shipyard locked in. Maximum power shunted to hyperspace module. Jump when ready.
I don't want to sound approving of corporate executives, but I will take a corporate executive who wants to take care of his or her meal ticket and therefore make sure that, you know, it constantly gets resources and funding and we get more stuff and blah, 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 than the one who wants to pump and dump. Because, yeah, Maurice Hurley tried to kill TNG. He was a modern corporate executive. Kill the golden goose as a strategy.
Leave this to the pros.
And yes, Berman is our dirtbag. Not someone I want to in any way sound like I'm in favor of, but much better than the alternatives. Like, I mean, this is a dumb example because he's not in the entertainment industry, but imagine someone like Sam Altman being the senior executive in charge of Trek, right? It goes down. It goes down from Berman. That's all I'm saying. Goes up too. We've had some good executives over the years. I mentioned Gene Kuhn earlier. He was the chief for a while there. It's a great scene right into it. JMS, he's a good executive. Oh god, there's 2 executives back on TOS who were actually really legit too. Can't think of the name. Would I shake Berman's hand? No. I don't respect him that much. Like, this is very much a devil... Well, it's not the right word. It's not a devil we know, because the devil we know doesn't mean anything. It's least bad, right? It's a least bad scenario. Do I have enough? I do not. Which means I'm going to need to scuttle some walkers. Damn it. Yeah, I'm not going to pour beer in his shoes. That's whatever. No, see, that's a terrible phrase, Kinexel, which is why I caught myself. Whether you know it's someone or doesn't isn't really a good metric of which one you should pick, right? Yeah, it's the meal you can stomach. I like that better, Lynn Harris. I'm not going to be a big fan of McDonald's, but I'll take McDonald's over some alternatives, you know? Oh my god, the repair is so slow. You know what? I'm not even going to do it. Let's just save over this. Let's jot down some notes. By the way, I'm going to close up the guessing game pretty soon. Believe it or not, we're on the last mission, which is why it was so irritating. I think it's literally faster to go to... Oh my god. Oh my god, you're right. I'd lose veterancy, but at this point, who cares? I knew that, Ross, but I don't remember right now. KFC varies in quality, I've noticed quite a bit. The score is completely on up to date. The bots don't work at all while we're streaming this game, so I haven't even been turning them on. Genesis, that was it. Yep. What's funny is she did a good job directing it. She is a theatrical director, and you could tell. It's just she directed Genesis. So there's only so much you can do with that, right? Oops. Yeah, she didn't write the script. I mean, what's his face? Tom Paris's actor directed several episodes too, and it's not like he was handed those episodes. What is the veteran? That's a 4 veteran ship too. Whatever, let's just do it. Let's just see what happens. That's it, Robert McNeil. I do need to lose my workers. So, you're all retired. Come home! You've earned your rest. Your eternal rest. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up.
Worker has been decommissioned. Worker has been retired. Worker has been decommissioned. Worker has been retired.
Yeah, no kidding.
Has been decommissioned. Worker has been retired.
Alright, so let's get a few... I can make it a destroyer, but we're not going to right now. I actually need leeches. So we're going to make some leeches right now. And there we go. Save. Let's do it. Final mission. I remember this mission extremely badly.
Return for docking and prepare for hyperspace.
Like, I remember this mission sucking, so... Hey, we have no captured ships anymore. That's funny. I know, right, Ross? If you ever want to know...
The prisoner was telling the truth.
Hang on.
We are picking up distress calls from the Republican naval base. It's under attack from the Nagarok and a huge beast fleet. We will try and get there in time to help, but even if we can't save them, we must engage. This must end now, whatever the cost.
So yeah, you ready for my favorite line in the game? It's such an understated line, too. That's not it.
I've lost contact with the moon. X-ray to Nomad Control. Come in, Control.
Thank to God's reinforcements. These things are all over us. We've lost contact with the Nomad Moon. You have to help us.
Try to hold on, Republican fleet. This is the Kith Samtal warship Kunlan. We'll try to send help while you regroup. We need you to transmit all the information you have on this Nomad Moon.
That's it. That's the line.
Understood, Kunlan. Prepare to receive. Multiple missile impacts. Losing control of Sector 4, 9, and 17. Kunlan, they've gotten through. We won't be sure to get to our own people. You have to get past the block sensors. They have a minimal scanner with us. Ship won't trigger those pulsar fields.
And then they self-destruct. Rather than be turned. So this mission is absolutely just littered with ships. Just absolutely littered with them.
So the miners are now warriors? You have come far,
Little Keith,
some talk. You can still
join us
and be rewarded as the imperialists will
be.
We can make your
Get supreme upon Higa.
Is this not
What you wanted.
when you awaken to my children?
Not this way. We make no bargains with you. Not now, not ever, monster. We may not be true warrior Kith, but we were good enough to burn your first 2 children to ashes. Warning, ship's disrupted.
Our children are not
Ourselves. We have been
and always will be.
with this vessel around.
Thus fully functional.
We will never be contained.
Again.
Okay, so I hate to pause so quickly, but I want to jot down that immediately. If you're wondering why that's just such my favorite line, it's because it's so quiet. Several times throughout the course of this game, this is the Kunla mining vessel, or this is the Somta mining vessel Kunla. This is the Kith Somta mining vessel Kunla. He says that line 5 or so times throughout the course of the campaign, including just a couple missions ago. It is only here that he says it, and he says it in the exact same tone as he always has. In fact, I know several people who completely missed the line because he says it so naturally. This is the Kith Somta warship. As I mentioned, last mission was the first time we turned it around and went hunting. Now, and as Takoida pointed out, this is structurally the first mission again. Except now it's Titan ships attacked by beast ships, and much worse and much bigger, but we are much bigger too. By the way, do you notice the drum beat of the music? It's one of my favorite little touches here.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
So we're going to do a little sweeping. We're going to approach this mission a little differently than how I normally do. I've got my leeches ready to go for when we actually get to the objectives. And yeah, you'll notice it's triumphant. That's why I say military. There's no dread in this music. We are not here because we are afraid. We are here because we're... How do I phrase this? We're terrified, right? We are absolutely terrified. But that is why we're here. If that makes any kind of sense. Yeah, we're pulling a Spider-Man. We are the only ones who can, and we are not going to back down. This is it. Let's go.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
I think I'm right. You missed it earlier, Dakota. We were having a discussion about destroyers versus dreadnoughts, and I'm sorry, I think the mass destroyers is better, because you can get 2 destroyers per 1 dreadnought. So, I think it is a better composition. So, what are we looking at? Okay, so that's fleet number 2. Oh yeah, by the way, if you ever needed resources, there's a field of gems out there. So you have functionally infinite resources here. Like it's don't worry about that. that's not something you got to run into. Which is good. So we're just gonna realign really quick here. That is not... No, I'm sorry, that's the wrong formation. I need this formation. There we go, sorry. Oh, just in time. Here's the enemy. Yeah, the only real currency on this mission is time. It's one of the reasons I got so frustrated last time, was it was just such a colossal waste of time. It is the most valuable currency. Alright, let's scooch them over here. Like I said, we're going to quietly sweep. Nice and steady. Let's get in position for facing that nonsense. Looks like they're not chasing us. Oh my god. They're chasing that one Titan Republic ship. Oh. By the way, there's actually a lot that happens in this mission, but all you have to do to progress is kill the Nagarok. I mean, it's funny you say that, Mr. Red. Did you know that you can play as the Beast in skirmish mode? It plays more or less exactly how you'd think. I didn't care for them personally, but that's just me. Let's go up here, actually. No, no, no. The Tydani Republic have plenty of people. No, the Tydani Imperialists are going extinct because the majority of the beast we fight were Tydani Imperialists. Or people that they captured. Yeah, exactly. Anybody who's actually played the game knows exactly how to fight the beast, and that's the issue. Let's fire an early shot. I don't think we have such a formation. Like, I guess we could do custom. Yeah, we don't have the thing we had back in the previous game where I can actually put my biggies in the front. Oh, Beast Combat Center's great.
Burn.
I will never use the siege cannon. That's actually not a bad idea. Doesn't matter what I do with you, but I still want you in formation. They are really chasing that frigate all over the place. That's actually kind of funny. No, Loke, I disagree completely. I think it deserves multiple. Which I've already given. So yeah, we can send our destroyers over here. Let's have them keep going. What is going on down here? What is he doing? He's just running. Wait, hang on. He might have turned around. What are they doing? Oh, they're chasing. Very... Oh, are they chasing? What are you doing?
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Whatever, you keep dealing with that. Yeah, I think they're actually stuck. Let's, sweep these up with the destroyers.
EMP discharge detected.
Hey, random. Final mission. TNG Season 1. That's an easy answer, Ross. I don't even have to think about that one. I agree with Takoida, by the way. There's this horrible... I fall prey to it too. We all do, really. There's this horrible tendency to want to be as exaggerative as possible. To really emphasize something. But the problem is, generally speaking, if you overemphasize something, what actually happens is it is underemphasized. You know? Like, you remember that line? This is the Kith Samta warship Fulan. That is a great line. But in part, it's a great line because it is said so naturally and calmly. It is a statement of fact. Just imagine for a moment. This is the Kith Samta warship Fulan. It deflates it. It doesn't work anymore. Yeah, way too over the top. There are ways to make that work. There are ways to be exaggerated and still actually have emphasis, but usually that involves very, very specific execution. I will use a specific example. I like the I am no man line in Return of the King. But part of why that worked was it was so quiet. Exactly, actually, random. Something I hope to be demonstrating soon. If I can avoid more power outages. It was, so the city power went out, but, well. I'm just following the ships at this point. I actually kind of don't know where to go. I don't remember where the moon is, and I don't have an objective marker for some strange reason. I think what's supposed to happen is the Raiders or the Republic ships are supposed to be taken out, but like this guy's just doing his own thing. Yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to use that character, but I'm definitely going to try to. Random, let's put it that way. Fine. I'll build a freaking recon. Hey, recon, exist.
Cloaked enemy ships spotted.
Hey, could you heal my ships? No. Okay. Yeah, there's a reason why once we get the sensor array pretty far into Homeworld 1, I might add, the game just becomes instantly better. Me, I've got a little recon. I'll have to manually move around.
Enemy ships spotted.
Yeah, that might work too. I mean, Supreme Commander did great stuff with patrolling in general. You could do so much with it, it was great. Are you coming? Yeah, okay, that's slow.
Report of hostiles by Group 3. Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Yeah, exactly, Red and Torov. I loved the patrol groups in Supreme Commander. And just the automation in general. There he is. What?
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
There it is. Alright. Come back, come back.
That defense station is protecting the Nagarok. Destroy the Nomad Moon first, and then the Beast.
The single best thing Homeworld does as a franchise.
What in Carrick's name was that?
It was some kind of massive energy shockwave. Analyzing sensor readings now. It was a high-power repulsor field, and it came from those small emitters below the moon. We have to get something past those proximity sensors and destroy those emitters fast.
Good news, the Republic already told us how to do that. No, they really did. So, hey! Let's go ahead and send out our leeches.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Actually, hang on, where are we at? Well, I thought I had vision on them, Loner, but apparently I don't. So yeah, hang on. Pull back, pull back. Yeah, professional under fire, voice acting, control scheme, ships as characters. Something about those three things in combination. Ultimately, what I'm describing is tone.
Our engineers think they might be able to adapt the Nomad Moon's repulsor weapon to our own dreadnought.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Where's the damn thing? Right here. Listen, it's fine. What possible bad could come from doing an upgrade, right? I mean, come on. It's an upgrade. It's a big sphere, too, so we got to be careful here. We're already kind of on the outer edges of it.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Can you not deal with those? They're fine. Take out quickly, quickly.
Carrier is reporting damage.
Okay, that should be a big enough hole in the proximity sensors to get in there. I think. I'm not actually sure. Maybe I should be
Command
cautious.
ship is under attack.
I think I'm going to be cautious, actually. I changed my mind. Come on, surely you can handle 2 friggin' ions, right? Come on, game. Yeah. No, I see it. I see it coming. Quickly out, quickly. It's right there. Just hit it. Just hit it. Come on. You gotta be in range.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
We hit it? We hit it. Okay. One back. Okay. We should be safe, but I'm going to save just in case we are not. Well, okay.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Fine, whatever. You got that. Neither, really, J. Palmer. I admit it kind of depends on the game, too. Send you on those.
Research completed.
Send you on that.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Yeah, you remembered leeches, right? Yeah, I am admittedly the weirdo who will play a lot of games like XCOM or Baldur's Gate or whatever, and just live with mistakes. Because I think it's more interesting that way. There's some cases where I'll rewind because of bullcrap, but for the most part, I want to live with my mistakes. I want to roll with it. Now that's assuming I can. Only certain games even support the ability to, you know, keep playing after you've screwed up. If you just lose and have to start over, that's just a waste of time. Now we're actually just kind of waiting for the leeches to take care of these things. So leeches are tiny ships that can't be detected normally. They can adhere to an enemy ship and they will slowly do damage to it, bit by bit. So then they have 3 modes, okay? One is to not do any damage at all. It just grabs onto a ship and stays there. What that does is it gives you vision on that ship, right? You can now see what's going on with it and where it's going and stuff like that. It's essentially a tracker.
By Group 2.
Option 2 is to drain resources from it. It'll never kill the ship in question, and so under certain circumstances can lead to literally infinite resources. Option 3 is to keep draining until the ship in question is dead. All 3 of these are actually really valuable. It's one of the more interesting units in the arsenal. The downside is you don't have a lot of missions to really take advantage of it in the campaign because, as we just saw, so many of the missions have proximity sensors all over the place. Those are the actual things we're generating the repulsor, J-Palm. That's the things we're targeting. You notice its health is slowly going down. That's the leech's work. And yeah, the reason I don't think leeches are technically a really good unit is the same reason I don't think wraiths are a good unit over in StarCraft 1. situationally they can be useful. But they rely so heavily on the cloak, and there's just too many ways to bypass the cloak. If a leech is detected, it's dead in seconds. In less than seconds, actually. How are we looking? Yeah, we're fine. I'm just going to advance time here.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
We should be fine on our defensive flank for now.
Cloaked enemy ships spotted.
Yeah, a player, they're going to be completely useless against unless they're not paying attention.
Cloaked enemy ships spotted.
And if they're not paying attention, then you're not fighting someone real, quite frankly. Do I still have... Yes, I do. Whoops. I did not mean to hit that button. Ah, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Ah, whatever. It's fine, it's fine. There, done.
The moon shockwave weapon has been disabled. Take that station out.
So let's go ahead and scooch a bit, now that we can. Try something else with the leeches for a second. I guess we could siege candidate. Alright. Turn around, get out of the way, get out of the way. Get out of the way. Oh yeah, no, like that over there probably looks really good in whatever form they envisioned it originally. Hang on, I gotta get the ships out of the way, guys. Come on. They're slugs, so you gotta give me a second. Yeah, exactly, Dakota. Or like that, how they portrayed the Maw in Solo. Which is one of the few things I really liked about that film. Okay, that should be enough, but I'm going to save before I fire anyways, because I always save nowadays. I learned my lesson before I fire the big gun.
Cloaked enemy ships spotted.
What about there? Should be good. I saw it over here. Oh, God, of course now I can't find it. I swear there was a carrier over here. I can't find it now. Oh god, we've actually also hit the edge of the map, like the actual edge of the map. Because there is a hard edge, you see that right there? That's the hard edge.
Cloaked enemy ships spotted.
Let's see what this does. I don't know.
Imperialist ships on attack vector.
Oh.
They are moving at half speed. Either they want to see if the beast can destroy us itself, or they are waiting for something.
Attention, Higaran fleet. This is the Imperial flagship Vengeance. You cannot win. Break off this attack. If you do, we will allow you to return to your stolen world and await the end with your mates and children.
How can you be helping this thing?
What choice do we have, Higaran? Your mad quest shattered our Imperial sphere. took the life of our immortal emperor. Whatever we have been driven to now is your fault. You.
Thank you.
Sorry, Command. I had to cut that comm channel. They are just trying to distract us from this. Picking up multiple hyperspace signatures in this region. Send out a recon flight and see if this is the other half of the pincer movement.
Love you. Love you, Intel. What's the actual ships? Oh, whatever. What's funny, though, is despite the distraction tactic, I'm pretty sure they mean what they say. You took the life of our immortal emperor. What else could we possibly do? Yeah, no. Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. And not very immortal. I mean, he's kind of dead, so you know, it's hard to be immortal when you're dead. But I guess it's a kind of immortality.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Oh yeah, no, the Tidani imperialists are super fascist, like ultra-nationalist style.
It's a beast strike fleet. This is a trap. We can't fight a battle on 3 fronts. We have to find a way to break out to one side or the other before we are surrounded.
Cloaked enemy ships spotted.
Check your weapons fire in this crystal field. They are so close together, a stray shot could set off a chain reaction. You don't want to be a ship caught in that field if those crystals start going off.
No. Wrong button. So let's knock this thing over.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Sorry, Republic, but your super weapon kind of turned against us, so...
The defense station is down. We can finish this if we can just pin down the Naggarok long enough to target the siege cannon on it.
Cloaked enemy ships spotted.
There they are.
Wait! Picking up a hyperspace signature. It's right on top of us.
We cannot stay here. Already the Devourer claws at our minds, twists our thoughts. Open your data banks, Kip Samta, and receive our aid.
Yes! The Bentusi have given us the design plans for their ion fighter. Reconfiguring construction bays now!
Yeah, anybody who's ever played this game knows exactly what it means when you say ion fighter.
Naggarok is using an inertialist drive. We need to analyze it immediately.
So we just lost a dreadnought.
Figure out how to shut it down.
The good news is that's going to take absolutely forever.
Get close enough to use the siege cannon on it.
Yeah, I know, game. I know. Game. Time sensitive game.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Super Acolyte. Let's get some of those going. No, actually, as awful as it sounds, the best strategy is to let them start taking it. I'm dead serious. The bigger the ship, the longer it takes the Naggarok to eat them, and the ship cannot move while it's eating. It is stunned. So that dreadnought is actually probably one of the best things to possibly lose here. No joke.
Report of hostiles by Group 3. Report of hostiles.
Oh, it sucks. Dreadnoughts are immune, but the Naggarok has its own unique thing. Whoops. No, wait, let me build!
flagship Vengeance to all Imperial ships. Break off attack and fall back to rendezvous point.
Wait! What are you doing, ally? Continue to attack and destroy the Higarans.
You lied to us, creature. First about giving us the Nomad Moon, and then about the Bentusi being neutralized. The Titani are no one's fools.
Yeah, that's their line.
You are what all life is to us.
Another great line while we're on the subject. You are what all life is to us.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Go ahead and do some stuff here.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
No, look, I completely missed it, sorry. I know from experience this mission can really suck if I'm not on it, so forgive me for paying a little bit of attention here. The Super Acolytes are neat, but you need a bunch of them for it to really matter. Actually, let's do this. And that's why I'm building a bunch of them. The good news is we just lost a Dreadnought, so we have a lot of food we just opened up. Would a Halo ring work on these things? Yeah. A Halo ring destroys all life. On a galactic scale, of course it would work. Halo rings are stupid. Are you kidding me?
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
11 more, 11 more. Oh, yeah, sure, I was planning to. I did actually see that question then. I thought you meant something else.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Still building acolytes. You just chill for a minute.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Is that the Nagarok? Shoot, I think it's going for my other Dreadnought. I'm not ready for it. I'm actually not ready for it. Here, get out of there, get out of there.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
You know what? Hang on. I know what I'm gonna do.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
I think there's hostiles nearby. Yeah, this is the second mission in a row, if you're paying attention, that's designed to just kind of sort of waste our time here.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
But now we have these guys. And the Super Acolytes do that. If you're paying attention, that is way more damage per second than what we were doing with the
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
the entire capital fleet I had. Is this good design? No. Actually, I plan to give this mission a negative or 2. It's a very frustrating slog, especially if you're not ready for it. I have known several people who've gone to this mission and restarted it because they weren't ready for it. It is also a very long mission in a game that doesn't lend itself towards long missions.
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
No! Damn you, Loke. Trying to get me killed. Succeeding at getting me killed. Build a couple more here really quick. Just... oh god, there's so many. Here comes the Nagarok. Speaking of...
by Group 2.
God, it moves so fast. Go, 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 go. Go. Just go. Just go. Stop fighting and go. The Taidan are on their way, and they are hostiles, but they will not fight us if we don't fight them, and I kind of don't want to fight them. Yep, inertialess drive, and it shows. They didn't make it. Okay. Okay. That sucks.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Oh my god. Okay, you know what? Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna make a save. We're gonna make a save right here. 03. Luke, remember 03, okay?
Warning. Ships disrupted. Cloaked enemy ships spotted. Report of hostiles by Group 1. Cloaked enemy ships spotted.
Carrier damaged.
Report of hostiles by Group 1.
Carrier is reporting damage.
Can't even see them. Where are they?
Hostiles by Group 1.
Where are they? Oh, there they are.
Report of hostiles by Group 1.
There you go. There's our explosion. There you go. Just for you, Luke. Just for you. And you can see the dots winking out there as we go. So it's 03, right?
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Okay, so they're retreating. No. Come on, game. Work with me here. Yeah, red barrels and an RTS. Who'd have known? Yeah, I think the Nagarok is going to eat the Titan. Yeah, there it goes. We're still going to pull back a little bit. I believe if you hit the red field, or the crystal field very early, you can still do damage to the ships that are in it, and just kind of deal with that flank in its entirety.
Report of hostiles by Group 1.
So, as you can see, the Titan fleet is just kind of there being a dick. And we can do that much damage. So let's just sweep that board really quick.
Report of hostiles by Group 1.
The problem with Super Acolytes is they are still Acolytes. As you can see, we lost 2 there, 3, just doing that charge. But they will destroy whatever they're looking at. Just absolutely destroy it. This is why they want you to have plenty of resources this mission, so you can just pump out Super Acolytes. By the way, if you're paying attention, this is the 5th time now the mission design encourages you to sweep your own fleet out in order to make room for something else. Either because of damage, or losses, or better troops, or whatever. I'm no longer going to repair my capital ships because they are completely outclassed now by the Acolytes. Let's take care of our western flank here. Are the Titan approaching? They look like they actually are. That's a little frustrating. I'd rather they not.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
Let's head this way.
Cloaked enemy ships spotted.
We still have a recon, right? Yep. Yeah, I don't have a proximity sensor, so I just keep a recon around to have an actual sensor.
Report of hostiles by Group 1.
Where'd you dock, actually? Now what? The Nagarok, it just ate a Titan ship. I completely missed it. Alright, whatever. This mission can also take entirely too long, which can be a little frustrating. Like, for what it is.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
You see it's taking a decent amount of damage. Then the Acolytes get involved. And it's dead. class cannons. Okay, Nagarok's going to eat another Titan ship, looks like. Because they've still got a carrier up there. I think the Titan are discovering that they are, in fact, what all life is to them. Yeah, exactly, Spinobi. The problem is, you can't... The Nagarok is effectively random. Who it goes after, when and where and how, is random. It can even go after fighters, which it'll eat almost immediately. But it also likes to just roam. It'll go through phases. It'll roam, then it'll target a unit somewhere in the entire map, and it's a huge map. And it'll beeline that unit, eat them, and then it'll roam again. Yeah, I always wondered, why weren't there super acolytes in Homeworld 2? Oh, right, because Cataclysm can't. Oh, he's coming this way. He's coming this way. If you could eat a dreadnought, that would be really great. Please, please eat a dreadnought, please. This is also when the render radius becomes problematic. You pretty much have to use the radar to see the Nagarok because it moves so fast. I mean, I wouldn't, J. Palmer. I mean, you can, I guess. That's up to you. No, I'm being facetious. 2 completely ignores Cataclysm. 3 mostly ignores Cataclysm. In every way that matters. Oh, the Somtov faction? They might. They're pragmatic. The Kunlan would. The Kunlan would be against it. Oh, there's the Nagarok. It looks like he's going to go eat another Titan ship. Or not. What's he doing? Just going to chill here for a moment. The good news is I'm pretty sure he can't they cannot eat the Kunlan. Otherwise, this could be a very, very, very frustrating mission. That is true, Spinobi. And that's about it. That's about it. There's the Nagarok again. Is she eating the carrier finally? I think she might be, actually. Nope, she moved on. What in the world is she doing? Come on, eat something. Aren't you hungry? Huh? Okay, idea. Hey, Nagarok, I've got a ship for you. Yes, it's me. It's right next to this gun I have. Doesn't it look so tasty? Don't you want this gun, Nagarok? This gun could be yours.
Report of hostiles by Group 1.
So she's bouncing over there now. Ooh, lag. I think she just ate something. She's eating small ships. That's part of the problem. So that's why she's bouncing so much. Yeah, eventually the Titan will be gone. It's taking a minute. Tempted to fire the cannon into the Imperialists up here and just be like, you know what? Actually, yeah, boom, fire. It's just... I'm not doing anything with it right now anyways. I should have saved before I did that. We'll save down in 03. Hopefully we won't hit ourselves here. Again. No, we already did that, J. Palmer. Now we're trying to take out the Nagarok, which has the speed and turn and maneuverability of a fighter. Oh, God! Guys! Careful coming out of the bay. Oh, Jesus Christ, it's right here. And, okay, this could be good. No, really, this might be a good thing. We can get in range of the damn thing. Come on, give me those. Come on, get in range. Get in range. Okay, it stopped moving. Yeah, of course it heals. Why wouldn't it? Ugh.
Report of hostiles by Group 2.
That's a good feel for how fast this stupid thing is.
Command ship is under attack.
Come on, eat the dreadnought. You know you want to. Eat the dread. No! Eat the dread.
Report of hostiles by Group 1.
We're not sure, Walker, is the short answer. No. But that's it. We win.
The price was heavy. Kith Sumtaw burned out the heart and mind of the beast, but the bodies of their loved ones could never be recovered. All that remained of them was a glittering infinity of wire, mysteries, and microcircuits. For years to come, isolated pockets of the cancer would flare up to threaten the quadrant. But the new technologies born from Sumtaw's bitter campaign soon rendered Higaran ships immune to the infection. In time, the last remnants of the monster were crushed. The beast never rose again. The miners of Kith Sumtaw sacrificed much and risked all. For their efforts, they were brought into the innermost circle of Higaran power. Nabal, Sajet, and Sabani bowed before them. And from that day to this, Sumtaw's children have been known to one and all as beast slayers.
And will never be acknowledged again. Yeah, also they had super acolytes, so we were really scared of them. Yeah, another short but effective ending. Which is good, because that last mission sucked. Boom! We did it. Stop looking at my browser. Yeah, look at something much better, much prettier. Here we go. Okay, so let me jot down a few thoughts, and let's do our audit. I've already started the audit. No, it's not Ron Perlman. That is Campbell? Campbell Lane. Yep, there he is. He is awesome. He, excuse me, was awesome. Sadness. I kind of understand the Bentusi's desire not to personally engage with the beast because they are uniquely weak to it. But, yeah. Okay. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if they're not loner. It just feels like the thing they would do to not be manned, right? And yeah, we need a good remaster of Cataclysm. If they ever do a proper remake of Cata, I will consider revisiting this game. I'm not sure if I would do that with a remaster. I don't know. I'd have to think about it. Why won't Gearbox acknowledge this? Well, because they're dicks. I'm barely joking. Okay. I'm going to start Fallen Order 2. Yeah, a little bit delayed. That's Spinobi's fault for making me talk about AI, and the city's fault for me losing power. I can't believe I actually lost Street. That's just... Anyways. Freaking data centers. It could actually be the data center's problem. I don't know. The current heat wave is probably not helping anything, because heat waves mean a lot more electricity usage. And that causes issues every year. Oh, that would be awesome, Luke. The thing is, though, it would need to be proper, right? It would need to be an actual proper remake. Maintain the physics, maintain the design philosophy. Maybe fix up the units. Make them, you know, more useful. A few polishing past things. Fix Mission 6. I feel like Mission 6 could really pop with some changes. Not a small number of changes in that case, but still. Ah, thank you for reminding me, Jake. If you haven't gotten your guess in, this is a good time to do it. Because I'll give you another moment. I'll give you another moment. Since the HUD is not up to date. You know, there is a manual way to check the current thing. Although I know that doesn't help people on the phone. No, what happened, Ross? Jesus, Ross. Well, Valve or the devil again. Don't worry, they'll be the golden guys again. Again, later. Golden boys. Okay. Right, I gotta re-pull all this because I lost power. Thanks, game. Thanks for that. You know, okay. Out of curiosity, when was the last time anyone heard me say anything? Just a random question. Yeah, I've been talking nonstop. Just noticed I was muted. My indicator was covered. I have a little indicator that shows where it's muted at. Well, no, I muted on purpose. And then I just spaced. That's all. It's okay, I was just chatting. It's not a big deal. Homeworld 2, this is something I did mention I want to repeat. Homeworld 2 had 26 level design negatives. Which... yeah. Other than the scaling thing, it is the biggest problem with Homeworlds 2, in a nutshell. Yeah, I just want... okay, fine, I'll go up here, whatever. There you go. Now you get to have the worst version. This is your fault, Ross. It sucks! Homeworld 2's mission design sucks. It's terrible. It's consistently terrible. I'm not sure... like, I think I gave 2 positives total to level design in the entire game. That's pathetic. What's bad about it? Go read the review. This is one of those non-summary situations. I'm being serious. I'm not trying to be facetious. It's just like, it's all bad is the only summary I can really give, right? If you want more details, that's what the write-up's for. Every Homeworld game has at least one major issue. Like Deserts of Carrick, it's the controls, and Cataclysm, it's the unit design and unit progression. Ugh. In Homeworld 1, it's the bullcrap missions, and the walkthroughitis related there too. In Homeworld 2, it's the level design. In Homeworld 3, it's everything. Saints and sinners. I hope to make fun of that for years to come. I really did so bad. It wouldn't be as bad. If they said it once, I probably wouldn't harp on it, but God, they say it constantly. Saints and sinners. Saints and sinners. So, does anybody know, off the top of your head, and by which I mean, go check the website, what the net story score was of Homeworld 1? Please and thank you. Plus 67. I think we've already beaten that. That's funny because I'm still adding a few. I was thinking about replaying too. The whole franchise. I don't mean like the positives. Because it's weird, right? Like it's the Mass Effect problem. Do you want to replay Mass Effect? Yeah, I'm a big fan of Mass Effect. Okay. Do you want to replay Mass Effect 1? How about Mass Effect 3? How about Mass Effect 4? Two? Hell yeah, let's do it. Done. I suppose I could see myself replaying 1, I guess, if I had like an infinite time situation. I'm not sure what reason I would have to replay it right now. And I don't mean that as a dig, it's just like, I've covered it to death, so I'm never going to stream it again. So like, I'm trying to think of what the impetus would be for replaying 1 at this point in my life. No new Oblivion line. God, no, please don't erase 4 years of my life. Well, see, it's funny, because I was thinking maybe for the lore money, but, like... I don't know, we've got plenty of other RPGs to go through, which are plenty more time investy, and, frankly, more interesting. Has it really been 6 years since the Oblivion line? Someone double check that. Has it really been that long? Oh, I'm gonna play the hell out of WoW. You kidding me? With the lore money, I mean. 2020. That doesn't sound right. I thought it was October. It is October, but it's still 2020. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it has. We are almost 6 years. We're about 5.5 years. Jesus. Yeah. There have been some bumps. A few games needed to be audited up, including this one, actually. That's why we're doing this. That, and I just wanted an excuse to replay it. I mean, Oblivion R is going to functionally be the Oblivion re-review. That's why I've just let that one sit. Like, for all intents and purposes, that's going to be the auto run of Oblivion, right? Earthbound, I don't know if I told you this. I actually did a replay of that last year. I don't remember if I said this on camera. So the review that's on Earthbound on the site right now is actually pretty up to date. Was my RNG better? I mean, yes. Not the whole series, Spinobi. We're just playing Fallen Order. Did I get the sword? No. I don't think it exists. I don't think it exists. Dude, this is not actually a joke. At one point, I got homesick. Like, I called home, went out, and then got homesick in the next battle. And that's what actually led me down the rabbit hole of how the homesick mechanic actually works. Fun fact, it is a random chance that has no, like, time protection. In other words, once you cure homesickness, every single encounter, you can then get homesick again. And there's other math that goes into that. I'm not going to bore you with it right now. But Jesus Christ. Is there a point to that mechanic? No. I do, J-Palmer, all the time. Okay. Yeah, it's there for the story axis. It's not for the gameplay axis. Sorry, J. Palmer. Listen, he's off fighting eldritch monsters and horrible beasts. Why would he get homesick? For those of you not aware, the homesick debuff, because that's what it is, has a chance to prevent you from taking an action every turn. It is exactly as frustrating as it sounds. Paula and Jeff both don't get homesick, or Pooh for that matter. Yeah, considering Pokemon games have mobile phones, it'd be less of a frustration there. Just like, hey, what's up? Yeah, it's the equivalent of Cursed, and considering it's based off Dragon Quest, that's probably deliberate. This is funny. The only 1, 2, and 3 are the only ones that got a plus for mod support at all. It's very little, but it's there. But yeah, speaking of replaying the Homeworld, I'm never touching 2 again. Screw 2. I'm never playing 2 ever again. And I'm not going to play 3. That's whatever. I'm okay with not replaying Deserts of Karak. I think I'm happy with that one. It's a solid enough game, and I do like several things in it, but it is just way too much of a pain to actually sit down and play. That leaves 1 in Cata. I could see replaying 1, especially since I know what I'm doing. 1 is pretty smooth and easy to play through. And the remaster makes playing it way less of a hassle. Cata? Maybe? I don't know. If there's any other one I'd want to, it's Cata. And yeah, they're all relatively short, too. Saints and Sinners. But if you're wondering why I keep shaking my head when I say that, it's because, for those of you not aware, Homeworld 3 was supposed to be a big launch title for some version of Unreal. I forget which. And so one of the reasons they have all the human models in that is because they were showing off all the amazing new stuff the new Unreal Engine could do. It's also why it sucks so badly, why it looks like such crap, and they're overly animated and they animate terribly. So badly animated, over animated, and so every time they say anything, they're just way too movement heavy. Like this, oh my god, it's like they're a freaking mosquito or something. So when she says that line, she tends to shake her head back and forth and wave her and get her hair doing the wavy thing. Sans and Sinners. Yeah, no kidding, Twister. It's just, oh god, guys. Actually, yes, Ross. I am. Admittedly, partially also because I want to, but there's one last reason, and I know nobody in the entire world cares except for me. But I actually care about the golden number at the end of the day. I care about the score, and I care about trying to get it as accurate as possible. And as I mean, I've never really stopped gaining experience as a reviewer, right? I'm still practicing. You know what I mean? I'm still endeavoring to be better. Which means that if I really want to be absolutely sure about the top and the bottom, I want to re-review them. So that's why I actually want to re-review Secret of the Stars, and why I want to re-review StarCraft 2. Is that, at the moment, that is the top and the bottom. Especially considering both games have some competition. Oh, thank you, Kenneth Scout. It's 2 people! There are 2 of us! Oh god, play triple. That might be a positive at that point, actually. I usually don't guess where a game's going to score, not unless a viewer asks me to, at which point I'm like, oh. Am I going to re-review WoW? No, WoW's the king. WoW is going to remain the king. It would be nice if FF14 surpasses it someday, but the odds of that happening are ludicrously small. At least as long as WoW continues improving, which it is currently in the middle of continuing to do. I'm debating something. Let's do 1, I think. Oh yeah, there you go. Dragon Age 4 with Homeworld 3 Paraphysics. You don't really have a limited inventory that I'm aware of in FF7, any more so than you do in FF6, and for the same reason. So for all intents and purposes, no, you do not have limited. So would I rather replay in its entirety, STO or Tor? That's actually harder to answer than it sounds. Am I replaying it on my existing account, or am I starting completely fresh? Because that is a different equation. Completely fresh. See, that is actually tricky, because a lot of people tend to forget that playing through STO as a brand new account isn't super great. Especially with the state of the real money. So if you want to just drop real money on it, you'll be fine. I would not. The thing is, all of Tor includes a lot of tremendous boredom. Even STO at its worst, which is the sister of Takuvma, doesn't compare to days upon days upon days upon days of Jedi Knight, of Trooper, or of freaking Corellia. You know? I think I'd take STO there. $56. At their highest, do I prefer STO or Tor? Tor. That's actually really easy. Agent, Sith Warrior, and Sith Inquisitor are gold. Just gold. And there is some decent gameplay design in Tor, to the point where you can just kind of, you know, push through it. I just think STO overall has better gameplay than Tor, for what that's worth. But too much of it is locked behind having a walkthrough open, or a wiki or whatever. Yeah, STO has the Iconian arc, which is lengthy and amazing, and the Delta Quadrant and the Gamma Quadrant. But STO also has way better gameplay, too. I don't know, it's now I'm kind of torn. 1 second, please. Yeah, exactly, Spinobi. That's the other asterisk there. Ground STO is worse than Ground Tor, and that's saying something, because Ground Tor ain't great. Oh, where the heck is it? Dude, that was good, Ross. Absolutely. See, it's kind of funny, because honestly, I think Tor and STO are pretty equal, pound for pound. Both have as many goods as bads, you know? Both have asterisks, giant asterisks with enjoying them. Ah, damn, I was hoping to be done. I'm almost done with the audit. I'm up to the L's. This is actually my favorite song in Homeworld, in all of Homeworld, right here. My second favorite is actually from Dungeons of Karak, believe it or not. I do think Homeworld 2 is worse than Homeworld 3. I should know, I reviewed it worse. 1 second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6, 6, 6, 6, 6. And if you ask why, I've got the reviews right there on the website. The problem boils down to the fact that, while Homeworld 3 is not a Homeworld game and has a much worse story, Homeworld 2 is like scraping through shards of glass. Just playing it is awful. which is a damn shame because it actually has several cool and awesome aspects of game design. And the story's there. Homeworld 2 basically doesn't have a story at all. Like, if you just had each mission play without a cutscene, you would barely lose anything to Homeworld 2. Other than bringing Sejuk to bear. No, I'm getting there, J. Palmer. Up to the S's. I hadn't heard of it, Ross. I decided that actually did answer that while I was muted. I had never heard of it. So I do knew what it is, so I can't answer such a question. But yeah, you get my point, right? In Homeworld 3, you can just skip cutscenes and have a basically incompetent game to play. Frustrating and a little irritating, but mostly because the pathfinding is absolute garbage. But the missions are bite-sized enough that you barely notice except on certain specific things. And the campaign is relatively short, too. Okay. I think it scored slightly higher on the story axis. No, Trihexia. Okay. That's fair, Spinobi. I actually very deliberately didn't play Homeworld 3 at launch. Because, StarCraft. Easy answer. I have no investment in Overwatch, and Diablo already has an MMO, and I don't like it. Homeworld Cataclysm, plus 91 to story. That is almost a record for RTSs, and you know the only one that beats it. That's pretty damn good. That is 6.98 positives per hour. I think that's right. Alexander Smith, I'm pretty sure it's the guy. I know Ted Woolsey is the one dude who then bounced because he hated the workload and was burnt out on it. And Alexander Smith, I'm pretty sure was the Chrono Cross guy. Let me double check myself on that. What was it? This guy? Sorry, it was actually Richard Honeywood is the other guy. So sorry, Richard Honeywood, Alexander Smith, Ted Woolsey. Double check myself. Glad I did. Okay, where was I? Right, so. That is 7 positives per hour, which, yeah. And that's a ratio of 97.89%. Gameplay, not as good. Plus 20, that's still solid. That's still above average for RTSs. What the? And that is, where are we at? That is 1.53 pluses per hour, which is still damn good. And a ratio of 67.86%, which is actually not that good. Giving us our final golden number. I should check the guessing game. Let's see who won really quick. Ooh. Okay. $200. Start with that. $98.63. That is the best scoring Homeworld game, and it deserves it. It is the best Homeworld game. That is exactly what it should be, and that is exactly what I expected. It is a freaking good game. That's rough, problematic, and because it's at times frustrating to play through. That is actually our second highest RTS score to date. Now, granted, we haven't played a lot of the really good RTSs yet, with one noteworthy exception. But that is in the number 2 slot, and it earns it. Cata's kind of unique in how weirdly good it is, in spite of itself. I'm going to be honest, a huge amount of that is carried by the story, because the story is just freaking legit. But I would be remiss if I did not mention that there was still good mission design. One of the things I was most impressed by was the fact that there was a lot of mission variety. A lot of different types of objectives and missions, and a lot of smart designing missions around intended paths or things that they expect you to do. Losing ships or losing troops or recycling yourself to a new thing or capturing vessels or whatever, right? There's a lot of smart design there. It was just hampered by everything else. So yes, Blade to Fall 1. Congrats, Blade to Fall. I've put that to Star Ocean 2, R, Dynasty Warriors Origins, and Pokemon Legends Z8. But before I go forward, I want to look at the franchise list. For those who know where I actually keep track of all this stuff on the franchise page. And if you give me a moment here, I'll actually show you. So here's Final Fantasy, actually, on page. Here's Homeworld. So let's go ahead and punch in Cata and see what we got here. So that's 91, 20, and 298.63. So if we scooch down here, there's the story and gameplay of the franchise. Boy, there's like no trends there at all, are there? There's no trending at all. Look at that. It's absolutely all over the place. I personally love how the gameplay is like good, nosedives in 2, and then crawls its way just barely over the 0 line with 3. Meanwhile, the story just plummets. Just nah. With Homeworld 3. Yeah, that's... Yeah. And over here on the golden numbers, you can see that. So yellow is the golden number line, and blue is our series average. So you can see the golden number just... It's just... And actually, this is out of order. I just realized this is out of order. Why is this like this? Hang on. So this should be... Oh, God. Let's do... This will be the easiest way to do this. And then we scooch these up, and then we scooch this here. There we go. There we go. Sorry, I don't know why that was out of order. This is the actual order. Sorry. So... Now we've just got to... That's even less consistent, because that's just absolutely all over the place now. With the story and gameplay. And then the golden number is... Well, you know, it's... Yes! And as you can see, the average golden number just kind of never stopped going down. Ending with... So, average story of plus 22, average gameplay of plus 6, and an average golden number for the entire franchise of 78.38. Yeah. That's how it sits. I mean, I'd rather replay one remaster over replaying Cata, so I suppose I'm with you on that, Spinobi. Not the only franchise like that, Walker. Started awesome and then just kind of went... This is Adagio for Strings, specifically the Homeworld version. That was custom crafted for Homeworld. It's late, because I lost about an hour of my life today, so I'm going to go ahead and start Jedi Fallen Order, but I'm going to start it late. Because my normal start time would be 30 minutes from now. I haven't even stopped streaming it. So, I'll see you guys in a bit.